Well, hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I'm shuffling the angel cards really good. We're going to pull an angel card out before we do your tarot reading for advice and moving forwards. We're going to see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have for you this week. So, this is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the middle card in the first part of the reading. So here we go. We're going to pull out your angel card. Get glasses on. All right. Where is your card? Okay, so we have the Six of Thought. So I will read this to you. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have passed, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. Wow, love it. Okay, so let's get started on your tarot card reading. My goodness. Here we go. Tarot cards. So I'm going to shuffle them. If any come out, I'm going to put them back in the deck because they're very slippery. And until I'm ready to pull the cards out. Okay, like that. Back in the deck. Do these one more time here. For Capricorn's universe, what do they need to know? I like hidden things being revealed, don't you? Okay, back in the deck. And since that fell out, I'm going to shuffle one more time. For Capricorns. All right, here we go. I'm ready. I have a little frog in my throat to get rid of it. Before I croak, right? That's supposed to be funny. Okay, here we go. For Capricorns, universe, please tell us, what do they need to know? What's coming up in their lives? What's leaving their lives? And any advice in moving forward for our Capricorns? What do they need to know? What might be hidden that will be helpful? Okay. So I always put the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck. This is a general reading that's not going to resonate with everyone. You can take from the reading what does resonate, or you maybe think about getting a private reading. I do private readings. Just shoot me an email. The email address is in the description below this video. And here's your overall energy. The Two of Pentacles. So you're kind of a little out of balance. You're going back and forth on something. We'll find out what it is and what to do about it, hopefully. So I have a few cards left to go towards your second part of the reading. So Capricorns, all cards are male or female. The Two of Pentacles is your overall energy. So this is like, you know, you're trying to keep your balance here. You have a couple pentacles in your arms. Pentacles are about security, stability, commitment, you know, groundedness. And I feel like you're just kind of barely like doing the balancing act with this somehow. I need to read the rest of the cards. Let's find out what's going on here. I have the Seven of Swords up in your highest energy. There's deceitful energy around you. Or you're hiding something from someone. Let me look here. Now you're doing this. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. So deceitful energy, lying, stealing, cheating, or just hiding something, you know, from someone. Not you know, letting your feelings out, keeping them in, and this balancing act that you're trying to do with these pentacles here. Let me keep reading. I have the Ten of Wands next to the Seven of Swords. The Ten of Wands is great. The Ten of Wands tells me that you have been in a burden here, Has to do with the Seven of Swords, has to do with this balancing act that you've been doing. But with this Ten of Swords here, this tells me you're going to be dropping those wands. Look, they're already slipping out. So the burden is going away, and it's right between these two cards. So these two cards have been the burden, and it is going away. You're moving forward from it. It's taken some work to do. This is the Six of Swords. Pushing the boat along with a pole. It's kind of slow moving, hard work. But gathering up swords as you go along. And the more swords you gather up, the further you can get towards that light. And that's where you're headed. Towards a much brighter place in your life. So, picking up the swords of truth and clarity, moving towards a much better, brighter place in your life, out of the storm, so to speak. So it feels like these energies here, they did weigh heavy on you. And I think that this Seven of Swords energy, I don't know if you were, I still don't know if it was you or someone else that was hiding something, or, but I feel like it's someone else, to tell you the truth. I have the King of Wands right under the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're moving forward from that Seven of Swords energy. You're definitely wanting to move forward from that Two of Pentacles, and you are, because you got the Ten of Wands here. Now I have the King of Wands, male or female. All the kings and queens are very mature thinking. You're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here. This is fire. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. There you are. You're ready to move forward. I have the Nine of Cups next to the Two of Pentacles and under the Six of Swords. You have all this love. I think, I don't think that you're able to hand it out right now. I think you just have it. You know you have it. You could share it with someone. You have tons of love in your heart. This is under the Six of Swords now. So you're taking your love with you, okay? And you're moving away from a stressful situation that was a burden. Someone was hiding something from you. So I really think it was someone else. And I think you're the one that's ready to move forward. I have the Four of Wands under the King of Wands. This is a soulmate connection, very strong, very happy, loving. It's a card of celebration. Very strong connection here. So with the Four of Wands, it can signify marriage. I just want to put that out there. But you're moving forward here. It feels to me as if there was a soulmate in your life and there was a very strong connection. We have lots of soulmates, so never forget that. They're all over the place. But this is a strong connection here. But whoever it was being deceitful somehow, and it left you kind of teeter-tottering on whether or not you want to move forward with them, okay? And whether or not you can be grounded with them or be committed with them. But you're making decisions, you're picking up swords, you're moving forward, you're taking your love with you. You want a fresh start, new beginning from this soulmate. I have the Hangman next to the Four of Wands and under the Two of Pentacles. This is the card of enlightenment. It's like you spent some time to yourself, and letting these thoughts of enlightenment come to you, and it just kind of helps you decide what you're going to do. It's a very spiritual card. So the Hangman is helping you. You've been enlightened about what to do, which is helping you drop the burden that you've been carrying in a relationship with someone you really truly cared about. There was love there, and is a soulmate connection. Then we have the King of Cups next to the Hangman and under the Nine of Cups. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is your energy. And you, again, the King, very mature energy, holding this giant cup of love, but close. So you've got all that love, and actually this cup plus those make cups of love. You're holding it close, and you're moving forward. You're moving away from this other energy that was really becoming a burden to you. Let's see what the rest of this reading has to say. For Capricorns, what else do you need to know here? And I'm also looking for advice Okay. Those came out quickly. Whew. Okay. Okay, so I have the Page of Cups up here. You know, all you were getting from this other relationship that was being kind of deceitful was a half a cup of love. They were immature, okay? They have a fish in their cup. As a matter of fact, I don't think you were fully in love with them either. The Page of Cups, young energy, you know, not reaching out with that cup that's only half full anyway. It's next to the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card, this is your guardian angels and spirit guides, and what they've been doing is blowing that horn down on you. You're waking up to a spiritual lesson. Look at all those people there. They're like, I get it, I get it, I hear the horn, I hear it, I know it. So this is helping you, that your guardian angels and spirit guides have been teaching you a spiritual lesson which you're waking up to. Yay, because you're usually rewarded when this happens, when you wake up. So, I have the Eight of Cups. And you know, it's next to the Page of Cups, and I think it's just kind of like how to recognize love, how to, you know, love does not involve deceitfulness. Love does not involve somebody making your world, you know, turn into a teeter-totter situation with it, like with this Two of Pentacles. I think that you're realizing that you are worth much more than that. I have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is part of your judgment, finding the strength and the courage to turn your back on this situation, which you are doing. The moon is out. The moon is shining the light in the dark so that you can find your way out of this situation, and you are heading toward the moon like a moth to a flame. All part of your spiritual lesson, letting this old, deceitful energy go. The Knight of Wands is under the Page of Cups and next to the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so whoever this was in your life ran in and out. They gave you hopes of fresh starts and new beginnings, but they would run out with the staff of passion, male or female. They're very ungrounded. They're not, you know, they're not stable. They're not committable. They're not available. They're not. There's a lot of things. So they just kind of run in and out of lives. Well, you had all this love that you could have shared, but you know, they really didn't let you. And all they had to offer here was the Page of Cups. And they're not even handing it out, really. They just kind of would tease you enough to kind of keep you hanging in there, letting them run in and out of your life. Well, you've learned. You're letting this burden go. This is the burden. That's male or female. I have the Death card next to the Knight of Wands and under the Judgment card. Yes, you learned your lesson. Yes. The Death card is the end of the old, the beginning of the new. It's like ringing out the old year and ringing in the new year. So, this is the card for Scorpio. Scorpio could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Death card under the Judgment card, it is about the end of the old, the beginning of the new. Now I have the Empress next to the Death card and under the Eight of Cups. This is who you are. In case you have forgotten, male or female, the Empress is the card for Libra or Taurus, so one of those could be strong around this reading, or strong in your chart. But you are very kind. You're very thoughtful. You're loving, considerate, respectful, and I can go on with these beautiful qualities about you. Whoever you move forward with, and I think this is part of your spiritual lesson, must have a lot of the same qualities. They must. If they don't, it's going to be like mixing water with oil. It doesn't work. So you're moving forward. You're becoming yourself again. You've got all this love that you could share with somebody. I have the Lovers. There's somebody else coming in, and they're just gonna come in. It's under the Knight of Wands and next to the King of Cups. So you have all this love, and then now we have the Lovers coming in, and I think they're coming in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Oh gosh, they really might have fire in their chart too. But this is the card for Gemini, though, so they might be a Gemini. But this is a very strong connection. This is like a past life connection. It can be with the Lovers reconnecting in this life, or just a new soulmate connection that you find along the way. Now, soulmates you have known in a past life. That's why they're called soulmates. But this is a very, very powerful connection. It's coming in. It's right next to the King of Cups. Wow, are you going to hand your cup out to the lovers here, to this new person who's coming in? I think this other person ran in and out, and I think this person's just running in. It's next to the Page of Swords, because remember, things are changing, and you're usually rewarded when you see that Judgment card, because you've learned your spiritual lesson. I have the Page of Swords here. You have your sword out. So you're learning to be self-protectant, to look out for the things, the hidden things, the sneaky personalities that seem to come towards you, like the Seven of Swords or the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands that runs in and out. You have your sword out. You're not swinging it, but you're being much more cautious and moving forward. Right under the Death card, leaving the old behind, moving forward. I have the Queen of Cups. And this is what's so cool. When I saw this happen, it's right below the Empress, which is your card. Remember, you had to have somebody with a lot of the same qualities that you have in order to move forward with them. On the other side, the Lover's card, I had the King of Cups. This is a very strong soulmate coming in. This soulmate, this whole relationship will be built on love. You both have love, lots of love that you can offer. And guess what? It's right under the Empress. So this person coming in with this Queen of Cups, they're wondering where their love is. They're wondering if there's who's out there for them. Looking into that cup for answers to love questions. Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, again. Wow. Okay. You're getting through this. You're moving forward. You're seeing the truth about everything. You're getting rebalanced. You have all this love to share, and someone's going to be coming in to share that love with you, because they've been looking for love too. Wow, this is a really, really beautiful relationship that will be coming in for you. Readings don't go past 6 months. So, wow, Capricorn, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot, and I want to thank my guardian angels and my spirit guides for helping me deliver you this message.